And now it's time for the Swami. Look at these lovely surroundings that I'm in. Just beautiful to be here. Just so glad to be at the end of a hurling season, a perfect 2015 hurling season. Weather has been terrific. Sportsmanship has been terrific. We haven't had any rainouts, anything like that. Just absolutely marvelous to a conclusion for 2015. Playoffs are now coming up. Let's do a quick review of last week's games. We saw Healthsource versus Upland. Healthsource rolls in this game, points them out with 22 points, 122 to 211. We see Triton versus two Gingers. I had Triton last week winning this game. They got destroyed in this game by two Gingers, 714 to 119. Holy cow, Triton is coming into the playoffs a little bit wounded. Then we had Renners versus Smoking Iron. A pox upon Smoking Iron, an absolute pox. I picked them and they failed me once again. In fact, they failed all of the club once again. They finished the season completely winless. Oh my God, this is the perfect chance for them against Renners, a wounded Renners squad, and they lose 5-11 to 4-10. A squeaker, but still, a pox upon you, Smoking Iron. Also, now that I've got myself calmed down a little bit, we had Connors versus Pogues. Connors going for their Miami Dolphinish winless, complete and utter winning season here. We see Connors 5-16 over the Pogues 5-4. In our late games, another game that went totally awry for the Swami last week, 9 Irish versus Healthsource. I thought 9 Irish would roll over the Healthsource. That didn't happen that way. Healthsource destroys them. 9-11. Can you believe that? 9-11 to 5-15 over the 9 Irish. Healthsource wins. They go very strong into the playoffs. And then finally, Connors, again, pushing to keep that total win season going without a loss. They go ahead and just wipe out Renners 7-13 to 1-7. What a great conclusion to the year. By the way, I'm in the old Black Swan attire in homage to a great competitor and degenerate gambler, Jeremy Fagan, who went ahead and won the whole thing in the Beat the Swami this year. He was absolutely terrific this year. I think he had 50 correct choices. The next closest person was lovely Sarah Saft. She had 45, and the Swami ended up in third because of the Smoking Iron. This is all your fault that I ended up where I'm at. I picked you guys this year, and you guys failed me every time. A pox upon you, Smoking Iron. But anyway, congratulations to Jeremy Fagan. We'll have him up on the rooftop at Pogues for the annual handover of the award in the coming weeks. This week, I have a special guest that you guys have been waiting for years for me to interview. Great, he's been a great person within the hurling club, but I'm bringing him in. I'm thinking about bringing him in. This is a little harder than I thought it would be to bring him in through the, oh my God, man! I cannot believe how much effort it takes to get you through the portal. Jeremy Pugh was so much easier to get through the portal than you. Holy crap. Well, hey, I'm a little surprised to be here myself, sir. I don't know. All right, let's talk about this. Let's start the interview. I always love to throw in a few softball questions for you. How did you get involved with the Indianapolis Hurling Club? You know, I saw it being played at Broad Ripple Park and knew I wanted to get involved. All right, another easy one that I asked Mike Monahan a little earlier this year. You and Mike Monahan started about the same time. How do you explain Mike Monahan's meteoric rise to the top, captainship, great championships in Ireland and the United States, and you wallowing in mediocrity? Yeah, there's probably not a whole lot to explain there. Mike's got great genes and great drive, and I just went to, I was better suited for the organizational side. All right. The last thing I want to ask you before we start off on the other stuff, where have you been all year, by the way? Last year, you did all the interviewing, you did all the work. This year, it's just been the Swami. Why has it been me doing all the work? I should be resting, pontificating, figuring things out. What have you been doing? You know, there was a reader poll, and they liked you a whole lot better than they liked me, so management went to you. Lost my hat there. All right. A pox upon Smoking Goose, or Smoking Iron, or whatever they want to be called. They screwed me 3 times this year. I will not let it happen again. A pox upon them. All right. Final question. Let's get on with the show. What's the greatest thing about the club to you? Tell us all about that. You know, the greatest thing to me has been the growth of the club, from 8 to 10 of us guys right at the beginning to going over to 200. Great championships along the way, but it's been all the people, Tobin, Andretta, Pugh, Laura, everybody who's been involved. All right, well, that was a really long answer, a little longer than I thought. Nice job on all the questions, and let's get on to the picks. So, Smoking Iron this week versus Renners Friday evening. What do you got going on there? By the way, a pox upon Smoking Iron, a pox. Who do you got? I've got Smoking Iron. It reminds me of the old Pat Flynn team that went winless. Nope. A pox upon them, Renners all the way. Connors versus Renners, or in your particular case, you think Smoking Iron, but what about Connors? Connors will not be denied a full season with a win, without a win, or a full season win streak. What about in the playoffs? What will they do in the playoffs? Definitely Connors all the way. Church gets his championship in the 10-year anniversary. All right, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. I also believe Connors all the way there. How about Upland versus Pogues in this? There's no James Cody anymore. What do you think happens for them? You know, Pogues have been a great team last year. This year, Upland knocks them out of the championship. Absolutely, absolutely. Indeed, Upland wins this game. I see them going ahead and pushing across. Pogues has their championship last year. This year, they will be denied. Triton versus Two Gingers, a rematch from last week. Triton got destroyed. What's your pick? This time, I've got Triton. You can't go against Rudy and Monahan and their leadership once you get into the playoffs. Yep. Triton all the way. Triton wins this game. I totally believe you on that one. Finally, how about Healthsource versus 9 Irish? Who do you have here? Healthsource has been strong all year. What do you got? You know, for personal reasons, I'd like to see 9 Irish do it, but I think it's going to be Healthsource. Yep, you got that one right. Healthsource wins this game. And then as we're coming to the end here, you want to do the losers bracket? Nope. Yep, you're right. Nobody cares about the losers bracket. Great. Last question for you that everybody wants to know. What is with this stupid bucket hats? What do you mean, what's with the stupid bucket hat? It's the... We'll see you on the pitch.